What's going on, guys? Ryan Wagner here. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I'm really looking forward to getting into today's video, which, as you can see, is going to be all about the ultimate funnel to attract more coaching clients. Okay. Now, the funny thing about this funnel that I'm going to show you guys is it's actually incredibly simple, and it's a lot easier to execute on than most of the funnels that you'll see people running and that kind of thing, right? So you don't need any crazy, you don't need to write a book. You don't need some 12-step funnel with upsells and downsells and order bumps and all of this crazy stuff, right? Not only are they less effective and harder to get to work, okay, but they take way more time and way more energy for less return, okay? So what I want to do in this video is basically run you guys through the exact funnel that we have personally used to do about $3 to $3.5 million in coaching sales since 2021. Okay, so in like the past probably 3 years now. All right. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to come out of here and I'm going to jump into the whiteboard. Okay, the famous whiteboard. Make sure you guys can see that. Right. So another good thing to note, guys, not just when it comes to like the funnel structure of this, but also the actual delivery, the product itself. The great thing about this funnel is you don't need your typical kind of value ladder. You don't need a bunch of different products. You don't need a $10 product, a $100, a $300, and then a $3,000 product, okay? You can just have one high ticket offer and you can make this entire thing work. And it makes it even easier to actually make it work, okay? So I'm gonna kind of run through this in stages. If you've got a notepad and pen, make sure you've got that handy, all right, just so that you can kind of write this down. But the first thing, all right, to note is that you're going to want to use ads. Now, if you've ever heard that you shouldn't use ads to grow your business, or you can waste a ton of money if you put it into ads, yeah, you probably will. If you've never run ads before and you go plowing thousands of dollars into a webinar that isn't proven to convert, well, then, yeah, you're an idiot and you're going to lose a ton of money, okay? What we do with our clients specifically is we get them to start with $5 to $10 a day, okay? We figure out what their goal is. We reverse engineer the numbers so that we know what numbers we have to see from the ad campaign in order to be profitable, okay? Then we start running the campaign at, like I say, $5, $10 a day. And then only when we can see that we're turning a dollar into at least $4 or $5, then we can ramp it up. 20 a day, 30, 50, 100, okay? Because then you know that you're reinvesting profits. And trust me, guys, when you can turn $100 into $500, or when you can turn 10 grand into 50 grand, you're not going to want to be wasting your time with bullshit organic marketing methods anymore. Running around in Facebook groups, trying to get people's attention, cold DMing, like this stuff is only for people who have no idea how to run ads and they have no idea how to actually market, okay? So you want to run ads if you want to do things properly. If you don't know how to do things properly, guys, like shoot me a message or click on the link above or below this video. You can chat to us and we'll show you how to do it properly, okay? We've done it with hundreds of people. So you're going to want to use ads. Now, specifically when it comes to driving traffic into this funnel, which before I'll show you the funnel, you're going to want to use a very specific ad structure kind of straight off the bat, all right? So when you set up your ads, there is a feature called dynamic creatives, okay, which is where you can basically mix and match different copy variations, different images, videos, things like that, okay? Now, here's a good way to start. You're going to want to have 3 copy variations. So I'm just going to put copy 1, copy 2, copy 3. Okay, and then you're going to want 3 creatives. I'm not going to write creative every time because it will take me forever. I'm just going to put ad, right? So then you've got ad 1, you've got ad 2, and then you've got ad 3, okay? So you've got 3 copy, 3 ads, and then what you want to do is you want to create all of the different combinations of these. So copy 1 and ad 1, copy 1 and ad 2, copy 1 and ad 3. Copy 2, add 1, copy 2, add 2, copy 2, add 3, copy 3, add 1, copy 3, add 2, copy 3, add 3. All right. Now, obviously, 3 times 3, once you mix all of these up, you're going to be left with 9 ads, okay? Because if you do all of the possible combinations of those, you're left with 9 ads. Now, if you run 9 ads, you're going to have a much higher chance of success than if you were to run 1 ad, all right? So that's just something I want to clarify straight off the bat. Don't just set up 1 ad and think that you're going to crush it, all right? Do it this way. It really doesn't take long. You can get these and these done in 1 hour, okay? So then, like I said, when you're actually setting the campaign up, you're going to want to run it as, like I said, a dynamic ad, okay? Dynamic creative, okay? I'm going to bring this in a bit further and hopefully I'll be able to fit all of this on here, but probably not. So you're going to want to use a dynamic ad, and more specifically, okay, you want to use a lead form. So when you're setting your ad up, it's going to ask you for your objective. You hit conversions, okay, or lead generation. I can't remember which. I think it's conversions. And then there's going to be an option to run a lead generation ad. Okay, so what this basically is someone clicks on your ad, instead of being taken off of Facebook and they go into some other landing page and having to put all their info in and then trying to send them back to Facebook or whatever, okay, it's just going to pop up with a lead form. And here's the key. It's going to be pre-populated because Facebook obviously have their details, right? So it's going to be pre-populated and all they have to click is submit, okay? Now, that's one of the things that I like. It's pre-populated. But another thing that I really like about lead forms is you don't have to worry about cookies and pixels and tracking and all that kind of stuff, all right? Because Facebook's tracking is really bad with like iOS and stuff like that. Your conversions aren't going to be tracked accurately. Whereas if you use a lead form, they never have to leave the platform. The conversions are 100% accurate, okay? So you run the ad. Then from here, what you want to do on your lead form, okay, once they opt in for your freebie, all right, you want to give away some kind of freebie. What you want is on the last page of the lead form, you just want to say, that'll be with you in the next 10 minutes. Or if you don't want to wait, just head over to our group and it's in the pinned post, okay? Or you can make them join the group to get the thing. We've tried both, they both work, okay? So from here, you're going to want to send people to your Facebook group, okay? Facebook group. Now, if you can get people from a paid ad into your Facebook group, it is so difficult to not be profitable. Primary reason being, you can market to these people so often, right? So that's what I love about groups compared to like low ticket products, webinars, VSLs and stuff like that. If you can get someone in your group and get them to watch 3, 4, 5 hours of your content, by the time they book a call with you, they're going to be red hot. We have people book calls with us all the time and they're just like, Ryan, I know I want to work with you guys. So let me know how it works and let's get going, right? Like how much easier would your life be if people were booking calls with you and saying that, right? Rather than trying to like pull people onto calls, right? And then trying to sell them something and they don't want to buy and then you're having to use all these sales tactics and stuff like that. Nobody wants to be doing that, right? So you want to get them into your group. Then once they're in your group, then obviously you need to have a content plan, okay? It's not enough to just do like a couple of value posts, couple of written posts each week, all right? You have to have a solid content plan that not only builds rapport, that not only nurtures the prospect, but it also has to sell your unique process. And that's a whole topic for a different call. Not going to get into that right now, okay? So I could talk about that for a couple of hours. But it has to sell your unique process because the only way you're going to cut through the noise and get people's attention is if what you have is different to what everybody else is trying to sell, okay? And then your content plan has to be geared around that. That's why like the offer and stuff is so important because the content plan is like an extension of the offer, okay? So then from there, I'm going to go down now. From there, we're going to have a conversation. So this could be a DM conversation, but what's most important to note, all right, is this is not you just sending a cold message to some random person. because that's never going to work, right? This is either going to be you sending a message to somebody who's specifically asked for something. Have I spoke to this guy? But they're like, Ryan, I've been watching your stuff for like the past 6 months. Okay. And then it's just like, okay, let's jump on a call, see if we can help. And they're like, yeah, sweet, right? There's zero resistance when you implement this properly, okay? Then from the conversation, okay, of course, we're going to go to a call, all right? Guys, listen, the easiest way to convey value to a prospect and to turn them into a client is to just have a conversation. Like, you hear a lot of people these days talking about like selling in the DMs and that kind of stuff. Yes, you can sell high ticket in the DMs. And, I've got active clients right now who I've never been on a call with prior to them working with me, right? They've just messaged me and said, hey, Ryan, would love to work with you. Let me know how it works and send me a payment link, right? Okay, great. Like those people, you can do like a DM close or whatever, okay? But for the vast majority of people, they're going to want to know so much stuff. It's so much easier to just get on a 30-minute call, right? Or you'll be going back and forth for 3 days with this person in the DMs. You know what it's like? Someone messages you, you message them back. They message you an hour later. You message them back an hour later because you were on a call. And this whole conversation ends up taking days, right? It's completely unnecessary. And there's a lot of people these days kind of propagating this message that getting on calls with people is bad. I'd much rather jump on a call with someone for half an hour than go back and forth with them for a week. Okay. So from there, you're going to want to get on the call. And then of course, after that comes close, right? Or client. There's a lot of C's in this process. Okay. Content, conversation, call, close. Guys, literally, I'm not going to go into the KPIs in this video right now, but if you want to see that, just let me know in the comments down below. All right. Just say like, Ryan, I'd love to know the KPIs and stuff like that. But if you get your numbers dialed in with this process, it's so easy to put $1 in and get $5 out. Like it's so easy, honestly. We've done like 3.5 million off of, maybe like 500 grand in ad spend. Obviously 500 grand sounds like a hell of a lot of money to spend, right? But that was reinvested out of the money that we were making. Okay. We didn't start out spending a ton of money. Okay. So that's the exact funnel that you want to use. Now, I just want to give you like a couple of tips that you can also kind of tag onto this just to make it more effective, right? So if I just get rid of this. Now, a big part of your process is going to consist of email. Now, email marketing is like one of the biggest things that people tend to overcomplicate, right? They really, really overcomplicate it. They either don't do it at all because they think so much is required, or they're a little pussy about it because they don't want to like annoy anyone or offend anyone. Now, I'm just going to make this so easy for you. I'm going to make this so easy for you. This is our email marketing strategy. It works. This should be your email marketing strategy. Okay. Frequency. 5 emails plus per week. Now, 5 emails, obviously that's going to be Monday to Friday. Okay. Maybe you want to do daily emails, Monday to Sunday. So that's 7. I have seen people very successfully send in 2 emails per day, 7 days a week. So that's 14 emails. Okay. Now, even when I tell people to send emails every day, Monday to Friday, they're like, oh, Ryan, am I not going to like annoy people? And it's like, one, the average person gets 140 emails a day. So if you send 1 email per day, they're probably not even going to see it most of the time. All right. And the email stats prove that, right? 20% open rates, 1% click rates. Okay. So one, they're probably not even going to see it. So of all of these hundreds of emails they're getting, around 1,000 emails a week, your 5 emails are not going to piss that person off. Okay. So that's for a start. But even secondly, if you send 5 emails a week and somebody does get pissed off, fuck them. Who cares, right? They weren't going to buy from you anyway, because people should be happy to get your emails because you're providing value, which I'm going to talk about in just a second, okay? So, let's say out of all of your email subscribers, maybe like 1% of them or 2% of them will get pissed off that you're emailing them every day. Well, they can just unsubscribe, right? Who cares? Like you can't be a little pussy and let that hold you back from like getting the clients and impacting the lives that you want to impact, okay? So if it does annoy people, they can subscribe, because the vast majority of your audience are going to be happy to get your emails, okay? So at least 5 emails per week, and they want to consist of 3 different types of emails, so to speak, okay? The first one is going to be direct offers, okay? So that's just going to be a straight up, listen, I'm looking to work with XYZ kind of person, all right? Obviously set it a little bit more than that, right? But if that's you, schedule a call now, let's have a chat. So this should always direct people to a call with you or your team, okay? The second type is going to be value, okay? So for example, this might be, if let's say you put out a YouTube video, well then you can also send an email, send in your list to the YouTube video. Maybe there's a call to action in the YouTube video, okay? And then last but not least, you want results, okay? So this could be your results. Ideally, you want this to be your client results, okay? It's a terrible attempt at writing there. But ideally, you want it to be a client result, okay? And the way in which you kind of mix these up over the 5 emails, it doesn't really matter too much. Obviously, you want it to be a nice mix. You don't just want to be smashing people with offers non-stop, okay? I would say a good mix is like maybe 2 value emails, 2 results emails, and then a direct offer. Because the results as well, that should still have a soft sell to tell people to book a call, right? And the value might even have a call to action at the end of it. So really, every single email you send is going to give you that opportunity to get people to book a call. So big tip for you guys, if you're listening right now, if up until now, if you've been sending like 1 email per week, I promise you, if you send 5, you'll make 5 times as much money from your email list specifically. All right, 1 email per week is not enough. Not in this day and age, right? If people are getting upwards of 1,000 emails per week, you can't be sending 1. Even sending 5 is still not much, right? It's 5 times as much, but it's still not much, all right? So send 5 over 1 any day of the week, okay? So that's for email. And I've got one more tip as well for you guys, okay? And that is to do with retargeting, okay? Retargeting. So like I said, we're going to be running ads. We're going to be running it to a lead form, capturing emails. Okay, you want to capture email and phone number, all right? But now that somebody's opted into your ad and probably joined your group as well, okay, now they're going to slowly be kind of stewing in your group, right? Watching your stuff, getting nurtured, beginning to trust you, okay? Retargeting is absolutely crucial and you want to be running it. Now, retargeting is basically where you show ads to your existing audience, right? Or you show ads to people who have seen your ads before, for example, okay? What I like to do is just run retargeting ads to my email list. So your email list is growing and growing and growing and growing. You run retargeting ads to an ever-growing audience of people. Now, what you'll find, okay, is with your cold ads, so your initial ads, you'll find that it's pretty easy to get like at least a 4x return on your ad spend, okay? Now, the really cool thing about retargeting, once you start running retargeting, is it's not unusual to get a 50x return on ad spend, okay? So just for a bit of context, we sell stuff from, anywhere from like 5 to 15 grand, okay? And with our retargeting ads, we typically book calls for less than $50 per call, and we have like a 50% close rate. Okay, so that's like a $100 CPA, right? It costs us $100 to acquire a client, and that's going to be between a 50 to a 150x return on that ad spend from the retargeting specifically. Okay, so basically what you want to do here is you just want to run like a direct ad, like some kind of offer, okay, and you just want to run it to the calendar. I've tried so many things, guys. I've tried like running retargeting ads to low ticket products, running retargeting ads to a VSL, to a call. And the thing that just trumps it every time is just running a retargeting ad, just saying book a call, right? Show some results and just tell people to book a call. And you'll find that, you know, you'll be booking calls depending on your niche. Obviously, I'm in a very, very expensive niche when it comes to ads, right? And I book calls for like 40, 50 bucks. If you're in the fitness niche, you know, you might run a retargeting ad and start booking calls for like $10, $20. It's absolutely insane. Okay. So guys, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you did find it valuable. Let me just sort my screen out for a second, real quick. Okay, but guys, listen, if you do want help with this stuff, okay, me and my team would love to help you. Everything that I've just kind of gone through in this video, obviously super high level. I've only got a short amount of time, okay? But we can help you get this dialed into an absolute T so that you can, like I say, you can literally spend $1 and see clear as day that you're getting $4, $5 back out the other end, okay? So if you would like our help with that, all you need to do is just go to www.predictableclients.com/call. It will take you to this page here. Or if you're watching this in the group, it should be somewhere in the copy, in the post. If you're watching this on YouTube, it will be down in the description, okay? You can schedule a call here. This, for the time being, this call will be with me personally, okay? You're not going to get like palmed off to some closer who's going to like push you into something. This will be with me personally, okay? And me and you can establish your goals, dive into your business, figure out why the hell you're not hitting your goals, and more importantly, figure out how the hell you can hit your goals, okay? Then if you want our help executing on that plan, then we'll be more than happy to help you, okay? Also, just have a little look down below here. You can see a bunch of results that we've helped people get. We've literally, using this group, this singular group funnel, we've helped people go from 0 to 20 grand a month, 30 grand a month in like 60 days, 90 days. Crazy stuff, right? So you can have a little look below here, okay? And you can just see, you know, this isn't even 1% of what we've helped people achieve. Like literally, it's not even close, right? But anyway, listen, like I said, go to predictableclients.com/call now, schedule a call on this calendar, and we'll help you start crushing it. So I hope you've enjoyed this, guys, and enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.